Hey everybody, it's your old friend Dark Trennow here, back with another episode of the Toradora Discord server podcast. With me today is awesome co-host I'm Always Losing.
What's up? It's been a while. Glad to be back.
And we've got two other folks with us as well today. We have the one and only Super Chad of the server himself, Altria.
Hi.
And last but not least, we have the one and only Yaving Wonder.
Hey, what's up, guys?
So first of all, thank y'all all for being here today, getting a podcast episode in. I think since we're all under quarantine of some sort or another, we have plenty of time to make some good old podcast episodes.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, basically we have nothing else to do.
Yeah, has boredom kind of set in for y'all?
Yeah, even as a setting, it's getting kind of boring.
I'm really frustrated. I'm a senior in high school, and we literally lost all senior events. Like prom got canceled, graduation got canceled. So
Yeah.
it sucks, but I've just been trying to make my own fun for the most part.
Do you have exam plus?
No, all exams got canceled, so I'm pretty sure I'm just getting given a diploma. So that's cool.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's kind of odd, just all the different changes. I'm having to, do work from home and everything, and the quality of the stuff you can do it's not even close to the same. You can't you can't really do near what you want to do or do as good of a job as you're used to, in my experience so far.
Especially because you teach, right? Or you're like a assistant teacher. So have you just been making lesson plans from home and
Well, and you can't even do a real lesson plan, it's a you kind of just do something that you get some educational value out of, but I mean, it's not like normal where you can answer a lot of questions and help people move through things and be really involved with it, just because the limitations of it. And even if you're doing, video chats and whatnot, well, you can only help so many people at one time in those things,
Yeah, for real.
I'm just looking at over here at everyone's having online classes and assignments, and my teachers can't even do that. They just send us PDF by mail, and we just do some shitty assignment that's one page.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they don't even check. We just have to send it by mail. Not even by a site or anything. So it's yeah, I get to copy it or just do it in 3 minutes or whatever. But
is this a daily thing or a weekly?
no, not even weekly. It's not even consistent. The other week we had 3 assignments for this week, and now this week we just have 1, and it's just kind of what? I don't get it.
Yeah, that's kind of spotty.
Yeah. But hey, it means more free time for me.
Yeah.
It's just kind of ridiculous that they have... I mean, it's the digital era, and they've given no teachers any kind of training or anything on how to actually use the software given to them, or at least the vast majority. Most teachers that do use digital teaching methods taught themselves in order to improve their teaching experience. But none of my teachers did that, so... we'll just get one assignment that we're not sure is going to be graded or not, so nobody knows whether to do it. Nobody knows when it's due. So yeah, it's just a huge shit show overall.
Right. Because of this quarantine, though, I've gone back to an old friend of sorts. I hadn't had one in a long time. But I'm back in business with it, and that is Red Baron frozen pizza.
Oh, yes, sir. Red Baron. That's a throwback.
I knew you were going to say
Truly one
that.
of the all-time greats.
Never thought I'd hear that name again. Yeah, I've been eating a lot of spicy nacho Doritos. That's mostly what I've been subsisting off of for a few days here.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but I've actually been playing Breath of the Wild on Master Mode, and that's been making me want to cook. So I've been trying to cook a little bit more.
Oh, there you go. How does Master Mode compare for you?
I actually it's an extremely demeaning experience and makes me want to die.
Okay.
Well, so it's just really frustrating because one of my biggest issues with Breath of the Wild already was the durability system. So your weapons already in the base game break really fast. Well, now they break even faster. So if you fight like a semi-strong enemy, you'll break every single one of your weapons. So there's just no reason to enter combat because you'll lose every weapon you own. And then,
like it's always better to avoid than to.
yeah, and so like what they did, so on the Great Plateau, like you start with the red bokoblins, and so each enemy type is like it's red, blue, black, white, and like each one's like stronger or whatever. It starts with blue. So with the weapons that they give you on the starting area, you can't kill the blue ones. So you just have to completely avoid enemies. You're right, you just have to completely avoid them.
But that's kind of the purpose of the Great Plateau, you know? You're supposed to run away and try to sneak through, at least.
It got even worse because they can heal. So you'll get them down to half health, and then if you don't attack them for like literally like 5 seconds, they'll heal all of their health back like instantly. It's
the healing's pretty ridiculous.
It's so frustrating, man.
That sounds like hell.
I got the Master Sword yesterday. It's a pain in the ass, but
I've never played Breath of the Wild.
The Lionels are pretty ridiculous.
At all, Altria?
Like, at all. Like, I have my Switch now.
It might be my favorite Zelda. It's good, dude.
Yving, have you played it?
Legend of Zelda, yeah. Breath of the Wild. I really like that game.
Yeah. Is it your favorite of the Zeldas, or?
I'm gonna be honest, it was my first Zelda game, so I really...
It's the same for me, actually.
It was a good first game. It really... I should try the other ones.
They're super... you didn't hear it from me, but they're super easy to emulate if you guys get some spare time.
Like, I haven't played Breath of the Wild, but I remember back on the Wii, I think I played Twilight Princess. I think it was the one.
Twilight Princess is really fucking good.
Yeah.
I played it, and I really liked the story, and there were some gameplay elements I liked. I hated almost all the dungeons.
Some of the dungeons felt way too, like, ambiguous, but that's an issue with a lot of the games, in my opinion. Also, I kind of like how Breath of the Wild focused a lot more on the combat than the puzzles. Because the combat felt so polished and good.
I really enjoyed the combat, especially the boss fights in Breath of the Wild. That was really fun, and I felt like I got more out of that experience versus... And to be honest, like, the puzzle solving in Zelda, it feels to me very simplistic. I feel like Nintendo's developed the same ideas and concepts a lot more in Metroid games. Because, like, the moment you get a new ability or something in Zelda, you use that thing non-stop in the same ways.
Right, and they'll give you, like, one flag, and you always know, like, if you see that, you're gonna use it.
Right. And I was kind of like, and it's interesting how Metroid takes a similar approach, but it's so much more successful. It doesn't overload every single thing with it, and I feel like Metroid's better about using power-ups maybe in different ways or having different applications for them, so it's not always the same thing every time.
Right.
Are we sponsored by Metroid?
Yeah.
Yeah, I really like Breath of the Wild's combat, like with the mini-bot, like the Lionels and the Cyclopses a lot, because it always felt like once you learn the tricks and you could beat them more easily, or like I learned this, like you can shoot them in the eye or you can hit them in the shins. Or with Lionels, like you can mount their backs and your weapons won't lose durability. Just stuff like that really, like, I don't know, elevated the experience a lot for me personally.
Maybe I should buy it and try it out.
You should give it a shot, Altria. You should even stream it one of these days.
And honestly, it doesn't take, depending on how you go about it, it doesn't take that long to beat. So.
Well, time is the problem now. We have we have too much time.
So Yving.
Yeah.
Me and you had talked about running a lot, not in the not too distant past. Have you been keeping up with your running? For those who don't know, I'm a huge fan of running. I used to run fairly competitively for a long time, and then I still run here and there. But I know Yving had been getting into it.
Yeah, I was running, but now I have a different form of cardio. I jump rope. I really like it. Yeah.
Really?
No,
How'd you get into jump roping?
so I just was searching a shed in my house and found this jump rope. And I was like, okay, let's try it. And it's tiring. It's good cardio and it's fun. I like it. I prefer it to running, especially now with the quarantine situation. I just stay in my backyard, just jump rope, listen to some music, bro. It's a good time.
Yeah, convenient. That's pretty cool.
I've actually been running and biking a lot as well because I can't stand being cooped up in my house.
Yeah, it gets kind of old after a while, like, all right, after when you start to lose, like, kind of perception of time because, like, your sleep schedule's very off,
Right. I like won't be that tired and I'll look at the time and it's like 1 in the morning and I'm like, oh, this is where we're at.
I've mostly just been keeping up with basic workouts since before everything closed down. I was actually starting going to the actual gym for lifting, apart from my jiu-jitsu lessons. So I was kind of really starting.
I think I remember you.
What?
Oh no, go ahead.
Apart from just my jiu-jitsu lessons, I was finally going to the gym. So I was finally getting into that mood, and now everything's closed down.
Yeah, what a time to get into stuff like weightlifting. I think I remember you saying you were getting into the gym. I didn't remember jiu-jitsu lessons, though.
Oh, I mentioned that before, like, a bunch of times. Like, I have them on Mondays and Wednesdays. I'm still white belt, but I'm doing pretty good. I have 3 stripes, I think, so I'm close to the next belt.
That's nice.
Nice.
I know my dad's really into jiu-jitsu, and I know it takes like a really long time to get through each belt, right?
Yeah, I've
like
been
a super long time
over a year already, and I'm still on white belt. It takes some time, but like it's actually really fun. Sparring is probably the most fun part of it, especially since my friends do it with me. We just kick each other's asses.
How do you get the stripes, Ultra? Do you have to like take a test? I never.
No, the stripes mostly we just have the normal lessons, and each month we have like an assembly, and there they call the ones that are going to give stripes. But for the actual belts, we don't need tests.
I see.
Martial arts get you in shape so well too. Like I know a few guys. I don't know what it was. It was like some old like Indonesian martial art or something. But they like weren't in great shape, and then they started doing that, and then they were just like shredded after like 2 months. It was insane.
Yeah, I have another friend who has like actual MMA. He does jiu-jitsu. What was it? The other one, Muay Thai. He has all kinds of shit, like even striking sports, and he spars with like people that are 20 or 30 because he's really tall and he's just really fucking jacked.
Jesus. Is he for like your age?
Yeah.
Damn, that's crazy.
I'm 162 and he's 190. Like, it's not even fair.
Altria, do you see yourself learning more types of martial arts in the future, or
like
more concerned with mastering this one right now?
I'm really enjoying this one, and I don't think I really want to master it, just be good at it. So I've been thinking of trying out some striking one, like kickboxing or something like that.
I actually almost started doing Muay Thai.
Oh.
Because Muay Thai looks like it's a lot of fun, but it also kind of jacks up your body pretty bad. Because you're just taking strikes to your shins like nonstop. So.
Speaking of shins, what do you think our shin is up to these days?
Actually, I haven't been talking in this. I'm probably gonna start trying to talk more, just because nothing to do really. But I haven't been talking as much just because senior year's been kind of crazy. What happened with that?
Oh, ultimately, like I'm not sure how much he would be, comfortable with me saying and everything. But I mean, he's just real life, very full and whatnot, and he's just moved up beyond the old Discord world.
Ah, okay. That's weird because I remember back when I first joined, probably like holy shit, like 2 years ago now. He was like one of the most active mods on there. Next to old Xerax, if anybody remembers that guy.
Oh god.
I wonder what that man is up to these days as well.
Sometimes I think he just sits there and watches the Discord feed and just fumes.
He's actually still alive in the Hunger Games channel. Which, I died the other day in that. I got strangled or something.
I died too fucking early.
Xerax? He died a long time ago, Dark.
What?
No, I thought he was still going in.
He died, bro. He died pretty early on.
Dang. So how did we pick the people for that? Because I didn't set that channel up.
I just decided to list the most active users. And, we just did it by that. We did like 36
most active
people.
users, Xerax.
Yeah,
what a great list.
Because we had 36, and we were kind of running out of people.
Yeah, just some old ones to fill spots.
Back when Xerax was active, man, it was kill or be killed. Or in Xerax's case, mute or be muted, but.
I don't want to crap on the guy. But...
No. I try to remain friendly because the thing he got mad at me over was so fucking trivial. I don't really hold any ill will anymore. I said I liked Nier and he said he didn't, and I explained to him. He was mad because the tutorial was so hard, and I was like, "That's dumb. Why do you hate the whole game because you didn't like the tutorial?" And he muted me.
Holy shit!
He blocked. I think he fully blocked me actually.
Let's see.
Do y'all remember when tutorials in video games used to be like the worst, like the absolute worst part of them by far and away?
Yeah.
Dude, fucking Xenoblade Chronicles.
They take like 2 an hour to finish.
Xenoblade Chronicles 2, dude, centuries of fucking tutorials. Holy shit.
I remember I was like, and I love Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Like, I love that game. It is one of my all-time favorite games. But I remember, like, in Chapter 7 of the story, and I was still getting tutorial messages that popped up. I was just like, God dang, this game really does, like, have a lot to teach you throughout the...
That's like 60 hours in, too.
Right. Yeah, like, and it's so full of content, both in the main game, but also, like, all the, bonus content, end game content, all that stuff, too. And even then, like, you're still just getting these tutorial messages 60 hours in. You're kind of like, I think I kind of got how the game works,
Yeah, that game's crazy, because even by the time you beat the main story, you're nowhere, like, near being able to beat, like, the strongest bosses, like, out.
Oh, yeah, nowhere near at all, actually. The stuff like God, what's his name? But he's like on the Temperantia super boss, like Tyrant something. I don't know.
Oh, like huge fucking like, yeah. I think I know what you're talking about. It's been a while. Since
not the dinosaur, but like the guy that you actually have to like unlock. He's like in a stasis. I want to say almost.
Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about. He's like a dude, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy, he was so hard. And, like, it took me forever to actually get to a point where I could actually beat him.
I've seen a few dudes on
But he was fun, though.
I've seen a few dudes on YouTube who have, like, these crazy-ass, like, Cosmos builds and stuff, and they just, like, 4-shot them with, like, the combo chain breaks or whatever. It's crazy, man.
Oh, yeah, there's a guy, like, named Enel. I want to say I saved a few of his videos on YouTube. And I go back and watch him every now and then just because, like, he's another one where, like, he has the combos mastered and everything.
Yeah, I think it was that
and he can just drop it. And he knows how to, like, use the iframes and combos to dodge attacks and everything.
Yeah, I never got Cosmos, man. That shit was so frustrating.
Oh, I remember you were trying forever to get her. I got her eventually at some point, and I was like, oh, this is really cool. And you're like, yeah, I'm still rolling for her. You, like, refused to go farther in the story until you rolled her.
Yeah. Yeah, sounds about right.
Yeah, for those of you alternating with Switches, I highly, highly recommend Xenoblade Chronicles
Is it
2.
Yeah,
If you're ever
will...
looking for something
Yeah, I
new to
almost
play,
got
I
it.
highly recommend that game.
Christmas, but I decided
what kind of
against
game
it.
is it?
Okay. It is a massive JRPG adventure.
Oh,
Yeah, that game will keep
Very
you busy
story-driven.
for a while.
is it on the
You could
Switch?
easily put like 200 hours in. Yeah, it's on the Switch.
Oh, then I'll probably get it. Since now that I have my Switch, I still haven't used it since my brother just plays Fortnite on it all day long. But one day I'll get it off him and just try some games. I think the Switch came with, what was it? Octopath Traveler. He also had Resident Evil 4 and some other games.
Speaking of
Yeah,
the
you need to
Switch,
send me your friend code, sir.
Yeah,
I
I'll
want to
do
do Animal
that.
Crossing so goddamn bad. My entire Twitter
Are you a big
timeline is
Animal
just
Crossing
Animal
fan,
Crossing.
Loss?
I mean, not. I mean, I grew up playing the one on the Wii, City Folk, and I've been
Oh, okay.
playing the original like recently from the GameCube.
Mhm.
But I don't know. It just looks like something I really enjoyed playing.
Right.
I mean, it's a hard game to not enjoy. Even people that are like, that looks boring, and you're just walking around pulling weeds, and then they play it and they're like, oh, this is pretty great.
I've never actually played one. I might try like the app and just to get a feel for it to see if I want to get the new one on Switch. I've never actually played an Animal Crossing
I'm
before.
just gonna say, rather than the app, I would recommend emulating the original or the Wii one, because I played the app and I did not like it very much, just because like the pay to win parts and stuff.
Yeah, that's true. Yving, have you experienced Animal
No,
Crossing?
I haven't played an Animal Crossing before, but I was deciding on getting this one until I heard they limit your tasks like daily. I'm not a big fan of that, to be honest. Yeah, even though you can time skip and stuff like that, I'm just not a fan of doing that stuff in general, so I'll probably pass on it.
Just one thing I wanted to pull up here, because it struck me that we hadn't done this, which is odd, because this is Yving's first time on the show, and this is Altria's first time on the regular show, too. Altria, did I ask you, like, the kind of same set of questions we ask everyone who's new to the show on the Christmas special when you were on?
Probably not. I don't remember, at least.
Okay. There's gonna be someone who's like, no, y'all distinctly asked Altria these questions, but Yving, who's your favorite character in the show? And we do keep a running tally for this. Taiga's currently at 7, Ryuji's at 3, Minori's at 1, Ami's at 4, and Kitamura is also at 1.
Oh, really? So I'm gonna be the second Minoran.
Oh.
Alright. And Altria, you're an Ami fan, right?
As always.
Alright. Yving, how did you get into Toradora?
I got into Toradora. A friend recommended it to me like 4 years ago, I think it was. I introduced him to anime, and after a couple of months, he introduced me to Toradora, so it was a good investment.
So he paid it back to you then?
Yeah, I was checking his lists, and I saw he had a Toradora, and I asked him, like, what do you think of that? I've been interested in watching that, and he told me it was great, so I decided to pick it up, you know? And yeah, I never looked back. It's a good-ass show.
Nice! Is your friend in the server?
No, he isn't. He's sadly not into the anime culture anymore. Yeah,
okay.
He moved on.
He betrayed us. Probably eats Cheetos all day.
Plays FIFA
Watches
2020.
Reruns of Seinfeld.
Oh, he plays FIFA. Oh no, he's truly lost.
Well, Altria, how did you get into Toradora?
So basically, it was back when I first joined in like December of 2017. I was binging anime like, because I basically got into it at that time. I was watching entire shows in one night and just staying awake and waiting for the next show. And just like, I ran out of shows to watch so damn fast, so I just got on Crunchyroll and just started looking for anything I could watch. And like I just stumbled upon Toradora and said, "This looks decent," and I just kind of watched it all in one night. And then I joined here, and the rest is history.
Ah. So did you find the server from like the subreddit?
Yeah, I just literally googled Toradora Discord, and the link showed up.
Oh. And this was so long ago that the podcast didn't exist then. Actually, you've been in the server forever.
Yeah.
Because now when you Google Toradora Discord, you get some YouTube results.
Fuck.
Yving, did you find it via subreddit as
yeah,
well?
I did. I used to be active on the subreddit way before I joined the Discord too.
Oh, that is true. Yeah.
Yeah.
The daily memes.
It was I think it was 1 month after I was posting on the subreddit. Once I looked at the sidebar and I was like, oh, this has a Discord server. And yeah, I decided to join.
Who actually has been in the server longer, Loss or Altria?
Altria.
If y'all remember.
I honestly have no idea, but I think we might have joined like kind of around the same time.
Probably.
Have you joined since 2017? Was I had an idea that you were 2018, like me. Might be mistaken though.
You can check with the bot on the server.
What's the command?
y.user, I
let me
think.
check.
Yeah, it is y.user.
Yeah. Let's
Why dot what?
y.user.
27th of
Yep.
December of 2017. Wow.
Yeah, so back in the day, man.
That's so fucking long ago. Holy shit.
Yeah, Altria.
That's oh
You're a boomer in terms of the server's history.
I didn't think I'd. Oh, I think I left and
Yeah,
then joined
probably.
again at one
No way
point
you're
for a
talking
meme.
probably. Back when I joined,
Yeah.
I remember I still
Well-
had the name Thought Hunter. Jesus Christ. I was an embarrassing human being when I was 13. Holy fuck.
Speaking of usernames, what's the origin of your username, Yving?
Alright, so back in high school, we used to play football a lot. I guess you guys call it soccer since you're in the US. And I was, not to brag, but I was kind of good at it, you know? I wasn't top of the class, but I was around there, like third best or something like that. So they called me Paulo, which is my name, and Wonder. Like, they basically said I'm the Stevie Wonder of soccer. So the Wonder nickname always, like, sticked, basically, and they would call me Wonder, like, basically throughout the rest of high school. And that just stuck into my username online. When I joined Discord, I was like, Wonder, okay, what do I say with Wonder? I just added the young there. Young Wonder, let's go. And yeah, that's why it stuck.
Yeah, so he always calls his name Young Wonder, but he has like a V instead of like
OU.
like the
Yeah.
O or U, you know. And so I always just call him Yving. I've always just called him that. So when I called you Young the other day, you were like, no,
Yeah.
Yving. So that's how I know it's stuck.
How about you, Ultra? Does
I
it
just
come
call
from
him
fate?
One.
And
Your
Ultra.
name?
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
it was basically back when I tried to get into Fate Grand Order. I fucking dropped that game. I was checking the English translation, and basically instead of Artoria for Saber, for some reason they had Altria, and it just looked so dumb. So I just took it for my own name, and just kind of stuck. Like before I had this username, I used to change usernames like on a weekly basis probably. So I wanted one that would stick, so people would actually recognize me, and yeah. It just kind of worked.
I also tried to get into Fate Grand Order at one point because I used to play another similar game called Girls Frontline, and I was like, oh, I like the character designs in Fate. Then I played, and all the cool characters require insane amounts of money to get, so I was like, oh, maybe not.
Like yeah, everyone says, "Oh, you can get everything free," and it's such a fucking lie.
I know either you play 70 hours a week or pay.
Yeah, if you wanna play free, you just have to grind like hell, and it's really tiring. So I just dropped the game. But I know some people actually play it just free and actually do well. But gachas just aren't my type of game.
Yeah, they're unforgiving, alright.
It's in.
What games has everybody here been playing lately?
Oh, games. I've recently downloaded since it was free on PS Plus. Shadow of the Colossus.
Oh, that game fucking rules.
Yeah, really good game so far.
Oh, which Colossus are you on?
I killed the second one. I don't remember which it was. I played like a week ago.
Okay. Yeah, I recently beat that in like February. That was insane. I beat it over. I just binged for 2 days and just played the whole thing. It was crazy.
But apart from that single player one, I just usually play Rainbow Six too.
I've been playing Doom Eternal.
Oh, how is it? I've heard it's pretty good.
I like it. It's very fun. I'm not sure it's everything they promised it was, but it is pretty fun. I'm really enjoying it so far. It's really intense, especially like the Slayer Gate encounters, and that's what I really like about it, is even the early levels, despite having limited enemy variety, are still very intense, and you're really required to move through your weapons now instead of Doom 2016 of as soon as you got that super shotgun, why switch, you know? Because it was so good against everything. I think even the Cyber Demon was kind of a walkthrough with the super shotgun, so...
Yeah, I've seen some
I heard
gameplay.
somebody compare it to first-person Devil May Cry.
I haven't played Devil May Cry, so I can't really talk about the validity of that comparison.
I know they added a lot of movement options and stuff, right?
Oh, it's stupid mobile. I mean, you move so fast, you can double jump from the get-go, you can dash very early on in the game, and you dash twice, and then it recharges very quickly. You can actually, I want to say you can upgrade how quickly that recovers as well. So, I mean, you can be ludicrously mobile.
Damn.
Yeah, that was one of the main things. I mean, I also might just be kind of bad at Doom, but Doom 2016 kind of felt like the levels had such extreme verticality, but it felt like you weren't given enough options to navigate the verticality. Like, if you could rocket jump or something, I think it'd be a much better game, but having to take staircases, like, up and down was like, I don't know, man.
I see Doom Eternal has a lot of platforming, and there are some sections I've enjoyed, and then other ones where I'm like, what were they thinking? Like, and it's just not really what I want in a Doom game, truth be told. Because the levels are huge, which I love, and lots of exploration, but at the same time, like, the sort of a lot of the platform, especially when they give you these really tight platforming challenges with, you know, timing and everything aspects to them.
Ew.
It's you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so, because I'm kind of like, there's Super Mario Galaxy 2-esque designs at that point. And there's a couple areas in the game I'm just kind of like, what am I playing? Am I still playing Doom, or am I on, like,
Like, yeah, who's actually gonna buy
Yeah.
Doom because of the platforming challenges? Like, this makes no sense to add it on.
Yeah. Give me 1 second here, guys. Yeah, please continue though.
Any other games coming out this year that you guys are looking forward to?
New games. I haven't really seen anything. Oh wait, there's I think Cyberpunk by the end of this year, or maybe the next one.
Oh yeah, it got delayed, but I think it's still coming out this year.
Ooh, I'm really looking forward to it. I haven't even played the other, like the Witcher games, but this one looks really good.
I got pissed because as soon as because they put it up so you could like pre-purchase it on Steam, so I bought it. But it's just like sitting in my Steam library. Like the name is in my Steam library, but I can't play it.
It's just teasing you.
That sounds really weird.
Yeah, it's really frustrating because I'll be like browsing my Steam library because I'm super bored and I don't know what to play, and it'll just be sitting there.
Just staring at you.
I'm looking forward to Project A the most, to be honest. I really want that open beta. See what the game is about. Project A, the new Riot Games shooter that they're coming out with. Yeah.
Oh yeah. It's supposed to be like a tactical shooter, right? But it's League Champions.
No. It's different. It's like it's gonna have champions too, but it's brand new ones. Yeah. It's like supposed to be a mix of CS:GO with the gunplay, and it has abilities too. So I hope it remains faithful to the CS:GO gameplay, and the abilities aren't like overwhelming. That's what I'm hoping, at least.
Yeah, hopefully it doesn't go like the Overwatch direction.
Yeah, I think I've seen some news about it, and it seems like at the start of every round you have to buy some abilities to use.
Yep.
You can just spam them. I wonder if they're actually gonna be a good competition to CSGO.
I hate CS, dude. I used to play that game religiously, and now I can't stand it, man.
I've been playing it a lot, to be honest.
No, yeah, I used to have a blast with that damn game, but now I play it and I just get so mad, just non-stop whenever I play it. Like, it's the most infuriating game.
I don't know, I've only played sometimes when my laptop was just not dying, and it was actually kind of fun when you were not getting killed every 3 seconds.
Yeah, I mean, CS is fun if you're 5 deep with some friends, but Ultra, any games you're excited for?
I don't know. I haven't really heard of anything. Oh wait, there's also Final Fantasy VII Remake. I just finished that game the other year.
The original?
Yeah, the OG. Like, I have never played any Final Fantasy before, and like 7 was a blast to play. So I'm looking forward to the remake.
Yeah, it should be. I've seen some. I was playing it. I'm in some weird discords, and a lot of people didn't like it because they said Cloud isn't trans and he should be trans, so they didn't like it. I don't know.
What?
Personally, I don't think it matters, but yeah. But I'm not really super into Final Fantasy, so.
Yeah, me neither. I never got into it.
Y'all seen Ghost of Tsushima?
Ghost of what? Sorry?
No.
Ghost of Tsushima. It's like that samurai game that's coming out.
No.
I haven't seen it.
Oh, it looks pretty cool. It's like the Mongolian invasion of Tsushima, which is like an island off of Japan, and you're like a samurai fighting the
pretty
Mongols.
good.
So it looks pretty cool.
How about anime
Yeah,
wise?
looks
Are you
pretty
guys
awesome.
expecting something this year?
Oh.
Dude, I haven't watched anime in so long.
I'm waiting for the new Higurashi remake
Oh yeah,
anime.
yeah, yeah. I'm gonna give that a try, Ultra, because I hated the first season. I'm gonna give that one a try.
Please try it.
Yeah, I'm also looking forward to next season. It's gonna have Tower of God. You guys know I've been shilling it on the server. I really love that webtoon.
Oh yeah. Is it gonna be in Chinese? Or?
It's gonna be no, it's probably gonna be in Japanese since it's Crunchyroll doing the stuff. The OP is gonna be on Korean though. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
is
yeah,
it
it's
Korean?
Korean.
I thought it was Chinese. That's my bad.
But yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Hopefully it goes well.
Nice. There's also ReZero season 2.
Yeah,
I'm
ReZero.
waiting
There's
for.
what's the
Oh, is that coming out?
Yeah, it's delayed to July, I think now, because of the corona.
yeah.
Oh yeah. It's. Do we know if KyoAni is gonna be releasing anything? Or are they still kind of recovering?
Not that I know. Yeah.
Haven't heard anything.
The Violet Evergarden movie. Did
Yeah.
that release already? No, I think they delayed it. Yeah, I think they're
No,
working on that. If I'm not
No
mistaken.
idea.
Yeah, they were working on it, but no idea when it's going to release.
Alright.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Weird. Alright, guys. Well, as the co-host, I'll go ahead and close this out. We thank you guys for joining us today on an episode of the Toradora podcast. It's been a while. We hope you guys enjoyed the show, and stay
Take
safe
care.
out there.
See ya.
Alright.